Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Ritual Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is May 16th. My life shows forth the spirit that never fails, and constructive action fills my day. The scriptural reference for this morning's reading is from the book of John, chapter 12, verse 32. And I, if I be lifted up from the earth, shall draw all people unto me. So our reading begins. When Jesus spoke of being lifted up from the earth, he meant that which is human about us must consciously become united with the divine. In ancient writings, the earth stood for the lowest form of life, while heaven represented the highest. Therefore, being lifted up from the earth means uniting earth with heaven. This daily lifting up of our thought is necessary if we wish to so unite ourselves and everything we are doing with the divine, the spiritual power that flows through us and into all our actions. I am now waiting upon the Spirit within me. I know that it is close to me and that it governs my life in harmony and peace. I know that through me it brings joy and happiness to everyone I meet. Through the power of this indwelling Spirit, I am blessing myself and others. I am lifting up my whole mind in faith to the realization that the Spirit of God is within me and that this perfect Spirit is my real self. I invite the Spirit to direct my thoughts and acts, and I believe that it is doing so. I expect new ideas, new thoughts, and new ways of doing things to stimulate my imagination into action. I invite and expect new circumstances and situations. I know that as they present themselves, the intelligence within me will accept them and act upon them. I know that the divine presence within me will make itself known to every person I meet, to every situation I contact. I know that it will bring life and joy to everything and everyone. So we take that to our time of meditation this morning, contemplation. There is only one life, one power, one presence, one infinite, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient beingness, one absolute reality, one consciousness, one intelligence, one source, one substance, one activity, continuous, that I call creation. One, expressing itself in the multiplicity of individualized form, never separate from itself, never used up by itself, always infusing creation with itself, always empowering its creation with the freedom to choose, the freedom to express, the freedom to know, to be aware of the individualized desires of the heart, which are the desires of the infinite itself, expressing in, through, and as creation. One life, one breath, one peace, one power, one presence, one whole, perfect, and complete within itself. One. In the multiplicity of expression, in the amazing diversity of expression. One. One holy, inseparable everything. The unformed, the unseen side of life, and the formed and seen side. All one. And what is present on the unseen side must be present in the seen realm. In every situation, in every expression. And so I recognize that I am a point of divine expression, that I am an individualized expression of this one infinite beingness, of consciousness itself, of cause itself. And so within me is the operation of creation. Thoughts acted upon by law, manifesting in form. That is the nature of the activity of my being. That is the soul of me, the creative authority of the infinite. Lives, moves, and has its being in, through, and as me. And so I am a point of awareness of this thing called desire, this thing of imagination. And so I receive every new situation today, every new experience today, every new encounter today, as the divine expressing itself anew in this day. I meet every experience with an openness of heart and mind, with a curiosity that allows me to see God, to see life unfolding as each situation. And what is true of me is true of all life in the truth of oneness. There is only one life. So what is true of me must be true of all. And so I speak my word, claiming and affirming that life, individualized as expressions in this human form, that we are each awakening to the magnificence of our being, that humanity is waking up from a deep sleep to an active knowing, to an active experience of the magnificence of its being. That humanity is awakening to the harmonious operation of one. That humanity is awakening to every solution is already available in the infinite intelligence that is. And so we listen differently. We allow differently. And healing is the activity of the unfolding of life this day. I trust that. I lean into that. I celebrate that. And so I am grateful. Grateful that everything spoken has already been responded to with the grand and glorious divine yes. That the infinite that ask is the same infinite that fulfills the ask. That the word moves consciousness into being. That prayer is an activity of movement that has already been answered. Answered the moment it is imagined, when it is spoken. And so I move to a faith that trusts, a faith that believes in the unseen, knowing that as I believe it, I will see it. And so I believe, not just in words, but I believe deep within, in that place of knowing. I believe that God is God, that life is life, that it can only say yes to itself and already has. That there is no waiting period, that in the infinite realm there is no time and space, there is just now. And so it has already been responded to affirmatively in now. And so I release my word, releasing any need to control, any need, any idea that the human me needs to make it happen, recognizing that spirit has already acted upon it. There is no thing for the human realm to do to make the spiritual happen, but rather to follow the path laid before us. To experience the manifestation of the word spoken. So I let go. I say yes as the path unfolds before me. I say yes. Ashe. Amen. Shalom. Aho. And amen. And so it is. Namaste.